Hi, I welcome all of you to English Literature and Critical Theory. This channel basically was meant to be a supplement to, or rather, an alternative to, direct classes which could not be engaged with due to the uh, outbreak of the pandemic, corona pandemic, and for a long time we had to go without offline classes. Even now we don't have any since March 2020. And as I was giving classes in various platforms like Cisco or Google, it so happened that many of my students later contacted and said that they were unable to enter the class at that point because there was no network in their area, which we call shadow area in terms of election language. I mean, in election terms we call it shadow areas. So then an idea just occurred to me, that I should do some videos, and in fact record my lecture in videos and then upload this on YouTube so that they can access as and when they want to, and they can download it, and so that they can use it without viewing the data also. That was the original plan, but gradually a few of them suggested that I should make this public, and so I did, uh, basically to help to the extent possible all students studying the texts that I am dealing with or I'm interested in. And I want to make this thing very clear. There is no commercial motivation whatsoever behind this channel, and neither any of self promotion. In fact, most of the channel itself is not named after me. It is just, of course those are important, but then you know uh, not for me as such, not at least in relation to this channel. This is purely for sharing academics knowledge. And then there is another thing in terms of standard. I have tried to tread a middle path. Most of the YouTube channels on English studies that I have seen in my part of the world basically deal with only the plot or the story, and that too in a very rudimentary fashion, which does not worth the attention of any undergraduate or postgraduate student. So a big no to that kind of material. My lectures are mostly thematic, dealing with the basic themes and concerns, and only when it is unavoidable I discuss the so called story or the plot. And the opposite extreme is also there. These have not been made, so tough that the students, especially the beginners, find it inaccessible. Our aim here basically is to help the beginners, because advanced students, they can find their ways on their own. So, but then as I said, it should not be again uh, too rudimentary. So a kind of a golden mean has been adopted. These lectures are neither the storytelling ones that you see in most other channels, nor these nor do these engage in very intricate intellectual academic exercise which would scare away students in the first place. And I would also like to add that I have made couple of playlists so that lectures on one theme or one area can be found at one place. Some of these are on critical theory, literary criticism, post-colonial theory and post-colonial literatures, romantic poetry, classical literary criticism. So please also click the playlists, and I thank you all for being with me, and let us make it a meaningful academic exercise. but but I must say that there is no alternative to real time classes, or physical classes or offline classes, as you would choose to call them. This should only be used as supplementary, as soon as the corona ends. But so long as corona is there, we have to follow this mode. So this is the next best alternative to direct contact. Thank you all.